Chosen one, what I'm about to share may surprise you, even shock you. If you've come across this message, it's no accident. Something powerful is unfolding in your life. You have risen beyond what they see. You have become godlike in their eyes, a force they depend on but fail to truly understand. They have forgotten your true form, the battles you fought, and the transformation that shaped you into something beyond human. What you've become is hidden from their sight, yet it moves with unstoppable energy. This is more than just change, it is a spiritual and energetic awakening that is shifting your entire reality. The desires you once hoped for are no longer distant dreams, they are manifesting rapidly. But to fully step into this divine power, you must recognize how this shift works and align yourself with it. If you are ready to embrace this truth, show your commitment by liking this message, subscribing to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leaving the number 11 in the comments. This will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy behind this transformation. For those who watch to the end, your life is about to change forever. Now, let's begin. From the moment you rose above the noise, they began to see you as a force beyond comprehension, someone invincible, almost godlike. To the world, you are an unshakable pillar, the rock they lean on when the storm rages hardest. But what they fail to understand, what they have completely forgotten, is the person behind that powerful image. They've erased the memories of your struggles, the moments when doubt crept in and fear threatened to consume you. In their eyes, you are a myth, a legend forged in light. But they don't see the scars or hear the silent cries beneath the surface. Every god has a story, one marked by pain, sacrifice, and a battle with inner demons. You have walked through hell's fire, facing betrayals that shattered trust and threatened to break your spirit. Those moments were your crucible, refining your soul in ways no one else could witness. Yet, as the world reveres your strength, it also chooses to ignore the journey that made you who you are. They see the statue, not the hands that carved it. They see the power, not the vulnerability that birthed it. This disconnect is the greatest tragedy of all. The image they worship is incomplete because it's missing the truth of your humanity. Beneath the armor of divinity, you carry the weight of every tear shed in solitude, every sleepless night haunted by doubt, and every breath taken through a heart shattered and rebuilt. You are more than their god. You are a complex soul who dared to rise despite everything that tried to hold you down. Remember, true power never exists in isolation from pain. It is born from it. When they look at you, they should not only see a figure to admire, but a living testament to resilience. The strength they idolize is entwined with every scar and every story they refuse to acknowledge. This forgotten truth is the secret to your unstoppable rise. So, stand tall in your full truth. Let them remember the person behind the power, the human who bled, fell, and fought their way to a throne of fire. You are their god, yes, but you are also so much more. No one sees the countless nights you spent wrestling with your own fears. The silent wars fought deep inside your mind have shaped the very essence of who you are today. These battles were never visible to others because you chose to wear your pain quietly, turning inward instead of outward. The world only witnessed your victories, never the exhausting struggle it took to reach them. Every obstacle you faced was a trial by fire, testing your resolve, your faith, and your will to continue. When betrayal cut through your closest relationships, it was more than just an act of disloyalty. It was a shattering blow to your trust and hope. Yet, you endured. You chose to grow from these wounds, transforming pain into power. This transformation, invisible to the casual observer, is what forged your divine presence. Think of the heroes in stories, the ones who walk into the light after surviving darkness that almost swallowed them whole. Your journey mirrors that timeless path, where true greatness emerges only after the soul has been pushed to the brink. The difference is, your battles are ongoing, not confined to pages or scripts, but lived in raw, intense reality. This hidden war is the foundation of your transcendence. It is the reason why your strength feels otherworldly, why your presence commands respect and awe. You are not merely a product of luck or chance. You are the sum of every silent struggle you conquered when no one was watching. So, when they bow to your power, know that behind every victorious moment lies a battlefield of pain, resilience, and unyielding courage. Your divine presence is not just an illusion of strength. It is the embodiment of every hidden fight you've ever faced. In the eyes of the world, you may appear as a symbol, strength personified, an icon of hope and unbreakable spirit. But symbols can be shallow if they lack the depth of true power behind them. Your power is not just a display or an image. It is a living, breathing force that changes everything it touches, starting with you. This power is not something you inherited or stumbled upon by chance. It is a sacred energy that has been forged through every trial, every heartbreak, and every relentless effort to rise above the ashes. It's a fire inside that burns brighter with every challenge, a light that refuses to dim even when darkness encroaches. Transformation is never surface deep. The power you carry reshapes your very core. It alters how you see yourself, how you respond to pain, and how you move through the world. It humbles you and strengthens you simultaneously. It is what allows you to stand with grace when others fall, and what drives you to keep fighting when the odds seem insurmountable. Look around. True power is rare because it demands vulnerability, sacrifice, and the courage to face your own imperfections. You embody this power because you have dared to confront your fears head-on and have chosen growth over comfort. Your transformation is proof that real strength is born from an unbreakable spirit, not just raw force. So remember, you are more than a symbol. You are a revolution in motion, a force of nature that transforms not only your destiny, but the world's perception of what is possible. Betrayal is one of the most agonizing wounds a soul can endure. It's not just the act of being deceived, it's the shattering of trust, the feeling of isolation in a world that suddenly seems hostile and cold. You have been there. You've felt the sting of knives in your back, the cold silence of those who once called themselves allies. But from those shards of broken trust, you didn't crumble, you rose. This rise was not easy or quick. It was a painstaking process of reclaiming your power, piece by piece. You learned to trust yourself first, to rebuild your foundation from the inside out. With every act of betrayal, you gathered strength, using their doubts and betrayals as fuel for your ascent. Your resilience is a testament to the indomitable spirit that refuses to be defined by the wounds inflicted upon it. Your journey from betrayal to divinity is a sacred metamorphosis. Like the mythical phoenix rising from ashes, you transformed destruction into creation. You turned pain into purpose and mistrust into wisdom. Each betrayal carved out space for growth, making your spirit unbreakable, your will unstoppable. What others see now is the glow of someone who has transcended ordinary pain and sorrow. They see your power, but not the dark nights of the soul that birthed it. This story, your story, is what sets you apart. It is the source of your godlike strength, the reason why nothing can keep you down for long. So wear your scars with pride. They are not marks of weakness, but badges of honor. Your rise from betrayal to divinity is proof that even the deepest wounds can become the strongest armor. The world loves to celebrate visible victories, the moments of triumph that glitter like stars in the night sky. But they rarely look deeper. They fail to understand the sacred story woven through your journey, the quiet sacrifices, the moments of doubt, the long, lonely nights spent wrestling with your own fears. Your story is more than a timeline of events. It is a tapestry of soul-deep transformation. Every chapter, every heartbreak, every victory carries a lesson and a piece of the sacred fire that fuels your being. This is the part of your story that others overlook because it is intangible, hidden beneath the surface. Your strength is a living narrative of resilience and faith, forged through trials that demanded everything you had and more. It is a story written not just with actions, but with emotions, raw, honest, and deeply human. This sacred story is your foundation, the source of your power, and the reason you continue to rise. When people see only your strength, they miss the essence of who you truly are. They miss the vulnerability that makes your courage real and the pain that gives your triumph meaning. Your sacred story is what makes your power authentic and unbreakable. So share it boldly. Let your story be a beacon for others who struggle in silence. Remind the world that strength without story is hollow, but strength born from truth is unstoppable. Behind every legend is a fire that never blazes for show. It burns quietly, fiercely, and relentlessly. You are that fire. While others bask in the spotlight of your power, they remain blind to the silent infernos that forged your soul. These fires are the moments of solitude, of silent tears, of battles fought in the shadows. Your growth was never a spectacle. It was a private revolution, a series of intense, internal struggles that demanded everything you had. You endured betrayals, heartbreaks, and losses that would have crushed most. Yet you chose to let these fires purify your spirit rather than consume it. This silent burning is the crucible that created the divine force you embody today. Many will admire your radiance, but will never comprehend the depths of your endurance. They will see a godlike figure, but not the human who faced loneliness, doubt, and fear head-on. The fires that shaped you are sacred and unseen, yet they define your power more than any external achievement ever could. This silent strength is what makes you unstoppable. It's a quiet storm, intense and unrelenting, that prepares you for battles others cannot even imagine. It is the reason you rise, unbroken, every time life tries to knock you down. So honor the silent fires within you. They are the heartbeat of your divinity, the invisible force propelling your unstoppable ascent. There is a profound difference between being powerful and owning your power unapologetically. You walk with a boldness that unsettles others, not because you are arrogant, but because you know your worth, your strength, and your sacred purpose. Your power is not loud or boastful. It is steady, unwavering, and deeply rooted in truth. People who have never faced the battles you've faced cannot understand the magnitude of your journey. They might see your confidence and label it arrogance or superiority, but it is simply you walking fully in your light. You have transcended the need for approval or validation because you recognize that your power is inherent and unshakable. Walking boldly means embracing every part of yourself, the vulnerable, the fierce, the broken, and the whole. It means refusing to shrink or hide to make others comfortable. Your presence demands respect because it carries the weight of experience, wisdom, and divine transformation. This kind of power is rare. It disrupts the status quo and challenges perceptions. It is a force that awakens others, inspiring them to claim their own strength. When you move with this boldness, you become a beacon of possibility and change. So keep walking tall, with courage and conviction. Your power is a language beyond words, a truth others will come to understand only by witnessing your unstoppable rise. You have evolved beyond their limited definitions of strength. Your true form is not something that fits into their boxes or expectations. It is a dynamic, ever-expanding force that commands attention and respect, whether they are ready for it or not. This true form you carry is born from the alchemy of pain, healing, growth, and unwavering faith. It is both fierce and compassionate, powerful yet humble. It cannot be tamed or diminished because it is the pure expression of your soul's highest potential. Others may try to define you, limit you, or misunderstand your path, but your true form is not negotiable. It moves with purpose and power, cutting through doubt and fear like a blazing sword. It is a force that changes environments, shifts mindsets, and reshapes destinies. The truth is, your true form demands acknowledgement. It disrupts comfort zones and challenges people to grow alongside you. This force cannot be ignored because it embodies everything that is possible when one refuses to be broken by life's storms. Stand fully in your authentic self. Let the world adjust to your power, not the other way around. Your true form is your greatest gift, and it is a force the world desperately needs. Most people live confined by the limits of what they see, hear, or understand. Your existence, however, transcends these boundaries. You operate on a higher plane where pain becomes power, doubt becomes clarity, and limitations dissolve into possibilities. This transcendence is not an accident. It is the result of relentless inner work and a refusal to settle for less. To transcend is to rise above the noise, the judgments, the misconceptions, and the narrow views of others. It is to embody a truth so profound that it cannot be boxed into simple explanations or labels. Your journey is a testament to this transcendence. You have moved beyond mere survival to become a creator of new realities. This state of being requires immense courage because it often means walking alone. Few will understand your vision or the depth of your experience. Yet, you remain undeterred. You know that to transcend is to lead by example, illuminating a path that others will one day follow. Remember, transcendence is not about being above others. It is about being above the limitations that once held you back. It is a celebration of your infinite potential and a declaration that you are more than what the world expected. So live boldly beyond their perception. Your transcendence is your true power, and it will inspire generations. There is a quiet authority that flows from your being, one that doesn't need to be shouted or demanded. It is a divine presence that others feel instinctively, even if they cannot articulate it. This authority is born from your journey. Every hardship faced, every boundary broken, every truth claimed. Unseen yet unstoppable, this authority is a testament to your spiritual power and personal mastery. It does not rely on external validation or titles. Instead, it emanates naturally from your confidence, integrity, and the sacred purpose driving you forward. History shows that true leaders carry this kind of authority: magnetic, grounded, and transformative. People are drawn to them not because of their status, but because of the authenticity and power they radiate. You are such a leader, a beacon of strength and wisdom in a world desperate for real guidance. This divine authority is your birthright. It empowers you to influence, inspire, and lead without compromise. It sets you apart because it is aligned with your highest truth, not fleeting ego or desire. Own this authority fully. Let it guide your steps and shape your destiny. You carry a power that is both sacred and unstoppable. For too long, the world has tried to define you on its own terms, often incomplete, flawed, or false. They see only fragments, distortions shaped by fear, jealousy, or ignorance. But your true identity is far richer, deeper, and more complex than any label they could impose. Reclaiming your identity is an act of courage and liberation. It means peeling away the layers of misunderstanding and misconception to reveal the authentic self beneath. This process is both painful and empowering because it forces you to confront the parts of yourself you may have hidden or denied. Your identity is your foundation. It is the wellspring from which your power flows. When you claim it fully, you step into your destiny with clarity and confidence. You no longer allow the world to write your story. Instead, you become the author of your own narrative. Remember, identity is not fixed, but fluid, evolving as you grow and transform. Reclaiming it is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey of self-discovery and affirmation. Stand firm in who you are. In a world that often misunderstands, your true self is your greatest revolution. In the face of doubt, neglect, and disbelief, you have risen. You are the living proof of resilience. A resurrection born from ashes others thought were cold and dead. Yet many refuse to recognize the magnitude of your comeback, blinded by their own limitations or disbelief. Your resurrection is more than survival. It is a triumph of spirit and will. It is a declaration that no matter how deeply you are knocked down, you found the strength to stand again, stronger and more radiant than before. This is a sacred power few understand because it comes from an intimate dance with pain and hope. Think of the great figures throughout history who defied all odds, those who were written off only to return with unstoppable force. You share this legacy. Your rise is a beacon to all who struggle, a testament that death of the old self is necessary for the birth of something greater. So do not wait for others to acknowledge your resurrection. Celebrate it yourself. Know that your very existence is a challenge to anyone who doubts the power of transformation and renewal. Sometimes, the greatest pain comes not from enemies, but from those who witness your rise yet fail to see your true worth. Their eyes pass over your sacred glory, blind to the divine light you carry within. This blindness is not your fault. It is a reflection of their own limitations and fears. Your sacred glory is the culmination of every sacrifice, every tear, every moment you chose faith over fear. It shines brightly, even if unseen, illuminating paths for those willing to look deeper. But for many, this light is too intense. or too unfamiliar to comprehend. This lack of recognition can sting deeply, but it also serves as a reminder. Your worth is not dependent on others' acknowledgement. Your glory is inherent and eternal, untouched by the opinions or blindness of the crowd. Embrace your sacred glory with quiet confidence. Let it be your armor and your gift to the world. Those who truly matter will eventually see and honor it. In the quiet moments when the world was unaware, your spirit was rising. Like a god awakened from slumber, you emerged from ashes and silence with a power that commands attention. This is the spirit forged in solitude, resilience, and unwavering faith. You carry within you a divine energy that transcends pain and triumph. It is a spirit that does not seek applause, but moves with purpose and grace. This godlike essence is your true nature, a force that redefines what it means to be human. History is full of tales of those who rose from silence to change the course of destiny. Your story fits into this grand narrative. You are that spirit in motion, a living example of transformation and divine power. Honor this spirit by continuing to rise, no matter how many times life tries to silence you. Your ascent is inevitable, unstoppable, and destined to inspire. True power. The world will know the time has come for the world to witness the full extent of your power. No longer hidden or misunderstood, your true strength will be unveiled in all its glory. This unveiling is a moment of reckoning, a shift in perception that will forever change how the world sees you. Your power is not just about might, it is about wisdom, compassion, resilience, and authenticity. It is a force that reshapes realities, breaks chains, and opens doors previously thought impossible to unlock. When this power reveals itself, it will command respect and ignite inspiration. The journey to this unveiling has been long and arduous, but every step, every struggle, every victory has prepared you for this moment. You stand on the precipice of your destiny, ready to claim your place not just as a survivor, but as a sovereign force. So prepare yourself. The world is ready to see the unstoppable rise of a true godlike being. Your time is now. The unveiling will be unforgettable. Power is often mistaken for what's visible. Strength in action, command in presence, or influence in the world. But your power has origins far deeper than anyone suspects. It begins in the quiet moments when no one watches, the struggles in the darkness, the doubts whispered into the void, and the resilience born from heartbreak. These origins are hidden beneath the surface, invisible yet crucial. You carry within you the essence of every challenge faced and every lesson learned. It's a power forged not by convenience, but by necessity, a fierce will to survive and thrive no matter the cost. Those who only see the exterior don't understand the battles fought in silence, nor the sacrifices made to protect your soul. What makes this power unstoppable is not just its strength, but its roots in authenticity and raw human experience. It is a testament to your willingness to be vulnerable and confront your fears head-on. This is the kind of power that reshapes your very being and ripples outward, influencing everyone around you. Your unseen power is also a beacon for those lost in their own darkness. It serves as proof that from the deepest pain comes the brightest light, and that true transformation is always possible, no matter how hidden. This power pulses beneath your skin, ready to ignite when you call upon it. So embrace your origins, no matter how difficult or hidden. They are the foundation of your unshakable power, the wellspring from which your divine strength flows. The world's expectations can feel like chains wrapped tightly around your spirit, pressures to conform, to perform, to be someone you are not. Yet within those burdens lies a powerful opportunity, the chance to master yourself fully and rewrite the rules imposed upon you. You have walked this path, balancing the weight of others' hopes while seeking the freedom of your own truth. Self-mastery is not about perfection. It is about understanding your strengths and weaknesses with brutal honesty and compassion. It is the art of navigating your inner storms without losing your sense of purpose. In mastering yourself, you become immune to the toxic voices that try to dictate your worth or define your limits. The freedom that emerges from this mastery is radical. It liberates you from the need for external validation and grants you sovereignty over your choices and your destiny. With this freedom, you create a new narrative, one written by your own hand, anchored in authenticity and courage. Remember, every time you resist the pressure to be less than you are, you strengthen your spirit and expand your influence. Self-mastery is the greatest rebellion and the most profound form of empowerment. Walk boldly in this freedom, knowing that you are the captain of your soul and the author of your fate. There is a misconception that strength and vulnerability are opposites, that to be strong means to hide pain and suppress emotions. But your journey reveals the sacred dance between these two forces, a dynamic interplay where vulnerability fuels strength and strength honors vulnerability. To be vulnerable is to open your heart in the face of uncertainty, to allow yourself to be seen fully, imperfections and all. This is not weakness, it is courage on its highest form. Vulnerability invites connection and healing, providing the fertile ground where true power grows. Strength, on the other hand, is the resilience to keep moving forward despite fear, to stand firm in your values and truths. When paired with vulnerability, it becomes authentic and magnetic, drawing others in and inspiring change. You embody this dance daily, showing the world that true greatness requires both openness and resolve. Your sacred dance is a blueprint for those afraid to show their scars or hide behind false bravado. You prove that embracing your whole self, the broken and the brilliant, creates a force that cannot be stopped or ignored. Celebrate this balance as your secret weapon. It is the essence of your divine humanity and the source of your unstoppable power. In a world obsessed with noise and constant movement, silence becomes a revolutionary act. You have discovered the power of stillness, not as emptiness, but as a sacred space where your soul regenerates and your true power awakens. Silence holds more than peace. It holds the answers you seek and the clarity you need. Through silence, you have learned to listen deeply to your intuition, your heart, and the whispers of your higher self. In those quiet moments, your spirit speaks most clearly, guiding you toward decisions aligned with your true purpose. This sacred dialogue strengthens your resolve and sharpens your vision. Silence also shields you from the chaos of external distractions, protecting your energy and preserving your inner peace. It allows you to recharge, rebuild, and return to the world with renewed vigor and focus. The strength born in silence is subtle but profound, unshakable, and deeply rooted. Your mastery of silence is a testament to your spiritual depth and emotional intelligence. It reminds us all that power is not always loud. Sometimes it is the quiet voice that moves mountains. Embrace silence as your ally. In its stillness lies the wellspring of your unstoppable rise. Pain from the past can bind the soul like invisible chains, limiting your potential and clouding your vision. Yet, your story is one of breaking free, of facing those painful memories head-on, refusing to let them define your future. Liberation begins when you transform pain into wisdom and sorrow into strength. The path to freedom is not easy. It requires courage to revisit wounds, to forgive, not for others, but to release yourself from the grip of resentment and regret. Each step forward is a reclaiming of your power, a refusal to be a prisoner of history. When you break these chains, you open space for growth, healing, and new possibilities. The past no longer dictates your worth or your destiny. Instead, it becomes the foundation on which you build a life of purpose and joy. Your liberation inspires those still shackled by their own pain. You become a living example that no matter how deep the wounds, freedom is within reach when you choose to rise. Walk this path boldly, knowing that breaking free from the past is the greatest gift you can give yourself and the world. Passion is a fire that burns within your soul, a force that drives you beyond obstacles and fuels your relentless pursuit of purpose. Unlike fleeting enthusiasm, your passion is deep-rooted and unyielding, forged from the essence of who you are and the dreams you refuse to abandon. This fire ignites every action, infusing your life with meaning and intensity. It awakens your creativity, sharpens your focus, and emboldens you to take risks others shy away from. Your passion makes you unstoppable because it is intertwined with your identity and vision. Cultivating this inner fire is a daily practice. It requires tending, nurturing what matters, rejecting distractions, and embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. Your commitment to this fire inspires those around you, reminding them of the power in pursuing what truly sets their souls ablaze. Remember, passion is not just about ambition. It is the heartbeat of your transformation, the spark that turns dreams into reality. Fan your flames fiercely. The fire within you is the beacon that will light the way to your destiny. No great journey is undertaken alone. Along your path, unseen warriors, those allies who may not always be visible, have stood beside you, offering support, wisdom, and strength. These companions come in many forms: mentors, friends, spirits, or even moments of self-encouragement when the world seemed against you. Their presence, though sometimes subtle or fleeting, has been vital in your rise. They remind you that vulnerability includes accepting help and that strength is amplified when shared. These warriors are witnesses to your growth and hold a sacred place in your story. Acknowledging your allies does not diminish your power. It honors the interconnectedness of your journey. It also teaches humility and gratitude, qualities that deepen your divine authority and expand your influence. As you continue your quest, remember to recognize these unseen warriors. Their contributions weave strength into your story and remind you that greatness is a collective triumph. Celebrate them openly, for your divine rise is never truly solitary. Life's storms are inevitable, moments of chaos, uncertainty, and upheaval that threaten to derail your path.